You know we're recording, so we might need the light.
We're recording the audio, right? Or
no, it's both. They record both at the same time.
Oh, damn it!
I would have had my nice do-rag on if I knew we were recording the video too.
Oh, you have a nice. What's the nice do-rag? What is it? What constitutes a nice do-rag, Colin? As opposed to just a do-rag. It's not nice. It's not bad. It's not. What's a nice do-rag?
Well, it's all in the texture. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's all in the texture.
Isn't it pantyhose you put on your head? Texture?
Exactly.
It's not pantyhose.
No, it's like some silk, you know. It's nice silk that's just smooth. You don't hot when
you're cutting up, man.
It's just real smooth.
Your do-rag is causing interference. Your nice do-rag. That's what nice do-rags do. No, what'd you say it was? What's the texture?
It's like silk.
It is silk or it's like silk?
It is silk, yeah.
All do-rags are silk?
I don't think all of them are. But
I never worn
some.
one.
Some definitely are.
So you're trying to get the waves?
No, it keeps my hair from like not getting all crazy and like nappy and everything like that. Like I gotta keep the dreads, you know, super clean like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys little dreads. Yeah. I remember those days.
Yeah. The longest I've had my hair. I've always been buzz cut.
I've tried growing my hair out. I've just learned that it's impossible for me to grow my hair out. Even if I let it grow as long, like I just don't have the ability to grow it out.
Yeah, I just back in the day, I don't know if you knew me then, Obi, when I used to have my twist.
Oh yeah, I did. I remember that.
I used to just twist my hair by myself. In about 4 or 5 hours, I would have my entire head with twist, and no product, nothing. I just twist them like this. I've
got twists once, and this girl fucked up my hair. She didn't know what she was doing. She put like the craziest gel that would not come out of my hair. It was blue. It just like it was like because I went to
blue dreads.
No, blue gel. Like I went to the salon Vogue, like the college where they're the hairstylists are trying to learn how to do hairstyles. I went there because it was so cheap for $5.
That's on you for being.
That was your first mistake.
But I was like, I'm getting twists. Like how bad could this person fuck this up? And clearly she could. I didn't have enough faith in her, and she
went to
really
an amateur. We went to an amateur who still goes to school to do your hair.
Yeah, because it was affordable.
That's on you. If you're touching my hair, I'm paying.
But at the same time, I was like, I mean, it would take somebody more. Like, it's not like I'm doing something like I'm asking them to dye my hair a certain color. I understand going to somebody that's dyeing your hair, but
okay. Would
you think somebody would be able to fuck up twists in a guy's hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Apparently.
I did.
What was the standard price? Like, what's the standard price to get your hair twisted?
Like $10.
What?
Yeah.
And how much was she? 3?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I paid that person was $10.
You paid $10, but what is the going rate for a full-on?
I knew it was going to be more than that. I think it's like $20 or $30.
Oh, no, if you're just starting twist, that's like $50. You know?
Easy.
That's why I paid. That's why I paid what I paid. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
It's like getting butt implants in an alley and you get cement in your ass. It's not right. You get what you pay for. That is the lesson here.
I learned my lesson.
If anybody's working on my body, it's got to be expensive.
But I just didn't think it was possible for somebody to how you're gonna take a little piece of my hair and twist it and keep doing that over and over again.
Look, you could have done it for
fucked
free.
that up.
You could have done it for free yourself.
I should have. I would have done a better job.
Exactly. So you wasted $10.
Yeah, that was a waste. But me being like so stubborn, I was like, I'm not gonna take this out because I spent money on it. So I walked around with this fucked up hairstyle for.
Do you have a picture?
It lasted like 2 days, and then until I went to school and I got made fun of. And then that night I took it out. I was like, "Fuck this."
Oh, it lasted 2 days.
Yeah, and then I went back to the salon, and I demanded them to give me a refund, and they wouldn't give me the refund. They're
it's
like,
$10. Why would
But
they?
off of principle, I was like, they look
Principle
how
my ass.
I showed her, I was like, look what she did
You-
to my hair.
You thought she was
I
qualified.
thought it was a salon.
You thought,
Yeah, I was like,
and she couldn't
you're
believe
taking
that she had the nerve to
customers.
come back and ask for the money
It's
back.
like you're taking customers. You should know that you should deliver a product that looks like what somebody wanted to do.
It's $10. It's $10.
Oh,
That's
I
not
was
even
so,
half. That's not
but
even
that,
half
but
a
this,
tank
but
of
this,
gas.
but no, but that's when I was in
And
high
tank of
school.
gas gets you
No,
further
but
than your twist.
that's when I was in high school and I didn't have a job. That was all the money I had. Like,
No, but let's put it in perspective. $10. You paid $10 for someone to fuck up your hair,
yeah,
and now you went back and complained about it with your receipt.
but no, you're incorrect. I paid $10 for somebody to give me a good hairstyle.
No.
But she
No.
fucked it up.
I don't think
No,
that was
I didn't-
specified.
No, I don't
Yes.
think good was anywhere in this
Yeah,
conversation.
isn't that good?
No.
I mean, what? So you think everybody that goes to the salon, like college school, where the barbers and hairstylists like learn, are just like they're asking for trouble by going there?
No, but if I'm running the business and I'm like, look, the going rate for this service is $50 plus, because there's the maintenance. You have to come back every month so they can twist it again and again and again. So when I did it, it was way more than that, and I did it for 3 months.
But
So hold on, because you can't wash it yourself, you have to go back. So they get you on a repeat. So you paid $10 to get your hair dreaded in one session. One session is not subscription based. One session, and it lasted 2 days, and you came back with your receipt saying, "Give me the $10."
no, but
You know-
you're not understanding what I'm saying. Like if
Yeah,
there's
let me see something called-
hear
let me
me
see
out.
something.
If somebody has if there's a company
Yeah,
that's
but you're not
offering,
Tesla. You're not.
No,
you're
but
not
no,
dealing
you're
with-
not. You're
you're
not
not
hearing me
dealing with a car.
out. No, wait. Let me explain.
Okay.
If somebody's holding has a building where they're accepting customers from the public, and they're like, hey, we do hairstyles just like all the other salons, but at a discounted rate because our kids are still learning. But you're still supposed to deliver a good product at that.
Okay.
Just for the customers to
Yes,
keep coming
I
over there
understand.
because they give these students like those mannequin heads with hair on it to practice on those.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
get it.
But so this is not like, oh, this person doesn't have like a mannequin head, so they're gonna practice on you. No, they've been doing this, and I'm like the test to see if they can actually do it on a real customer.
Okay.
She failed. Like this is
okay.
this is
So
me.
you
me,
were
so
a
me,
final
no.
exam.
But me going back to ask for the
You were
me,
a final exam for a kid going to school,
And
you
they paid.
volunteered.
but me,
for $10.
no, I didn't volunteer. I'm a paying customer.
Okay,
So going back and getting my money back is still like a part of the test. Like you failed. I'm not a satisfied customer.
Let me ask you this. Simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a return policy on haircuts?
I don't know.
So first of all,
I'm
just saying.
They
Like,
didn't give me my money
you
back.
look, if you cook for me, because there are schools like culinary schools all over the country, right? Culinary school, you go in and you go, I'm gonna go there for lunch because these are like apprentices that did learning how to cook, and they already like actually they probably in their prime, like they learn.
So what would happen if at a culinary school if they poisoned you with uncooked food? What would happen?
Okay,
at that
first
point?
of all, your haircut did not do any harm to your body or anything. Maybe
It did.
psychologically,
What are you
it
talking
did.
about?
Emotionally.
Nobody got hurt.
Emotionally, obviously.
I got roasted for a whole day.
Yes,
I
and
got
you
roasted.
deserve it. $10.
And,
No, but hold on. It's like
she made a trash ass product.
Yes, she did, but you fell for it. It's like I'm not gonna come back to the restaurant and like go, hey, you know what, and then just puke the whole thing and say, look, give me my $14 back because this meal was horrible.
You're telling me any bad meal that you've ever got, you've never asked for your money back or asked like, no, this was not up to par. You're saying. Is that the part? Is that the part we're debating? Are we debating me going back for a refund? Like
no, I'm debating you being shocked.
I think you can always demand a refund when you're not satisfied.
You cannot.
Well, I think the issue is that you left.
Okay,
maybe if you were still in the chair, then you could have been like,
yes, that makes
I'm not
sense.
about this. Like, fix this now.
But you came back 2 days later after he got roasted.
Right.
And you know what? If they
Because I
actually
was trying to make her
praised you,
save face. I was
yeah,
trying
but
to make her save face. I was like,
hold on.
maybe I can fix this at home, but I couldn't. My head was like concrete.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If you actually didn't like it yourself, right? And you walked out of there and your friends roasted you. No, didn't roast. Sorry. If your friends didn't roast you at all, you just didn't like it, you would have come back anyway
I still would have came back
for $10. You probably spend more money going there than actually getting the $10. Than $10.
That's the principle of the matter. I get where you're coming from, Obi. Yeah, I get that. I've had that too. If you get like a bad haircut, you know, it's kind of intimidating there in the barbershop. You're not just gonna tell the guy right there, like, oh, you did a really shitty job lining me up.
I mean, if it's a service, like you're not even at checkout yet. You're still in the chair and you don't like it. I talk shit to my barber all the time. And the day that I don't,
I could have
happy.
said something, but I was so just shell shocked. I was just like, because when you're in the mirror thing, you can't really see what they're doing on your hair until you go and examine that. The first time I saw it was when she took off the whole thing, and I looked in the mirror and I was just like, that's not the hairstyle I ordered. Like, I don't know what this is. I look like a cactus.
When you came back, did you actually get the $10 back?
No, they didn't.
Of course
give it to
not.
me.
What do you expect?
But I've complained at restaurants and I gave my money back for unsatisfied stuff.
Well, if you got poison, I get it. If you got food poisoning and you come back and you go, yo, this has been, you just don't tip.
People like what that happens at that school too. When they're trying to learn how to hair dye people's hair and they burn them, like, do you think those people that get burned shouldn't get their money back?
Yeah, but you think you pay $10 to volunteer for a final exam or midterm exam for students, and you're expecting, and you know what you're walking into.
I'm just walking into a place.
But you know what you're getting. That's my point. You know what you're getting. It's $10, and you know the going rate is at least $50, and you're going, hey, you know what? I'll go 10. I'm gonna go low, and I'm gonna be shocked if it's not the $50 dread haircut. And you still went, and if you haven't been roasted, you would not have.
You wouldn't have come back fast for a refund. I wouldn't have came back as fast. I still would have went back.
And you think that if they refuse you at 2 days and you come back like within the next 30 days, you can come back and
they see how upset. Like, yo, the customer's always right.
No, it's not.
The customer's always right.
No, it's not. The customer can be full of shit.
Most
customers are right, but there's the OBs walking around asking for $10 back for a haircut that if they hadn't been roasted, they would not have come back.
That was the first and last time I ever went to that place. I should have wrote.
You could have done that in the beginning. You could have just not go back and go somewhere else where they actually.
My hair was fucked. I couldn't just wash that out and go. Hey,
I'm saying.
Make my hairstyle. This person ruined my hairstyle. Like, I couldn't. It was unretrievable at that point.
Plus, the worst thing you could do. Another barber, he would be roasted by them when he got in there.
Oh, so that's true too.
That'd be
like,
double
who's
the
the
roast.
motherfucker cut this hair? I paid $10.
No.
You paid what? I paid $10.
Wait, so do both of y'all go to barbers to cut your hair, or
yes,
or no?
I do.
Yeah.
You go, and y'all never had a bad haircut. That person's always been perfect every single time.
No, I make them so. I tell them, I'm like, hey, this angle is not the same on the left as it is on the right. Hey, you went a little deep on this one. Sometimes when they line you up and it keeps going further back, it's unfixable at that point. Yeah, but you tell.
So then what do you
So
what do you do at that point then when they fix up your hair where
that's why you watch. You keep watching. You know where it's cutting. You can see it in the mirror, and if
I know. This is beforehand, but I'm saying once the mistake is already done.
Yeah, if you went and then you got nothing.
Once the mistake is already done, and now do you say, well, I knew what I was getting into, or
you're missing the point. What I'm saying is, you pay $10 for a haircut, expecting that everything would go right. And it did not, and you're shocked that it did not. That's what's weird.
That's
what's weird. And you know what? If you really hold on, if you really
if
held
I'm
on,
still paying for if you pay for something, you expect that nobody pays for something hoping that it's just gonna be bad. Like everybody, you always
eBay,
buy something. You always buy something.
all those knockoff brands on Amazon,
with the good intention that this is gonna come out. Like that's why you're paying the money. Like I'm paying with the intention that this is gonna come back satisfactory.
Satisfactory for some. Somebody probably walked out and paid the $10 just like you did, and was like, you know what, this is good enough. I paid $10. I can go about my life. And if somebody roasts them, if they want to get it fixed, you can go somewhere else. Or like, oh, you know what? The worst thing you can do is write a bad Yelp review.
This girl, I don't know. I hope she's not a hairstylist to this day. Like this girl took a jar of gel, stuck it in my hair, and used a blow dryer to dry it. So the gel, it looks it looks like somebody jizzed in my hair.
It was blue.
It made
Did you say it was blue?
And it was blue gel. So it was like I had like these blue.
What color is your jizz?
Nuts. And she blow dried it. So it's not like this is not like when I want you, because I'm trying to paint the picture. This is not like a gel that's clear that you don't see. In my hair, it looks like I'm Cisco or something with this gel that won't go out. Like I took a shower. This is how bad it was. I took a shower with that gel in it, and
wait, hold on. Do you need the gel to go?
No, I took a shower with that gel in to kind of try to see if I could wash it out.
You didn't take a shower. She washed your hair.
No, when I went home, I took a shower, and the thing was still, my hair was still like that. That's how
your hair was blue.
Yeah, it was it was like concrete. She made my hair like a rock.
And you expected what? A manual and a follow-up and instructions?
Because I think she got worried. I think she got worried because I asked the question like, how long do twists last in your hair? And
you know what? If she was smart.
And that's how she thought she was gonna make it last forever. It was putting gel and blow drying knots.
You did that to yourself right there.
Yeah, I didn't do that. She did that.
She didn't tell you. She didn't have to tell you. You paid $10.
You got her nervous, and she put that permanent gel in there.
You know how she would have scammed you even better is if they say they're going rate is $50 for dreadlocks, like tiny dreadlocks, and she goes, you know what? It's $150 for me. I do $150, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, $150 is gotta be dope."
If I paid that much, I think if I paid that much money, I wouldn't have left. I would have stayed there until it looked exactly how
right.
I
would have been roasted anyway because they would give you the same service that she did for $10. But
my head,
you're
because I was conscious
about
how much I was paying, so I was like, maybe I can't demand that much because I'm only paying so little for this. Like maybe this is as far as I can go with the quality of it or something, and I have to.
That's all I've been trying to say.
I don't know.
You expecting a $150 cut for $10. Even TJ Maxx doesn't do that. Even Ross doesn't do that shit. And you expected that for your own hair. That's on you, man. That's your mistake.
I guess I made a mistake. Fuck her.
Next time, if you want to have,
whenever let that happen, that will never happen to me again. I'll tell you that.
No. You go to True Lux and you go to Red Lobster. You can't go to Red Lobster and expect True Lux. It doesn't work that way.
But I'm telling y'all, like, if you're out of your barber shop and somebody fucks up your hair, and you could go, like, you might not want to make it awkward right then and there, but if you're still not satisfied when you go home, I don't think you're out of pocket for going back and wanting your money back for a horrible job.
Man, we should do polls. Is this wrong?
I don't think so. I think I'm in my right, and I'm in the right for wanting, like, hey,
go back in and ask for a refund.
You can't ask for a refund.
I would. If somebody fucked up my edge, if I just got a regular fade, or something, the edge was fucked up, I would still go back.
What did they tell you when you walked in? You had your receipt because you paid it with a card.
No, nobody. There's not like I signed some kind of consent form that, hey,
consent form. It's a barbershop.
But that's what. But you're saying what did you're saying what did they tell you when you went in? Nobody says anything like that. You just know that this is where you're at.
No, I'm saying that they didn't give you. Like, what was your receipt? Like, how did you come back 2 days later and say, this is how much I paid?
I have a receipt.
Barbershop, So you got
give me a
actually
receipt.
They give you a receipt. Okay. Like they probably use a square or something like that?
No, just like a regular cash. It's a working business. It's a regular. It looks like a regular shop.
You don't go
Yeah.
in the back alley
Yeah,
and
it's
downtown
not like
Congress.
it's just
Was this
like
in
I
the
went
back of a
into.
Subway shop?
Yeah, right.
No, this
Exactly.
is.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it was a real
Yeah,
business. It's $10.
I
We
think
cut
y'all
hair.
thought. I think you're imagining that I'm walking into like a classroom setting. No, imagine just so you're a regular barbershop, but you just know the people that are in this barbershop are still learning. That's it. It doesn't look like anything else different that couldn't be happening at any other regular salon. It's still fully operational. They have a lobby of people waiting to get their hair done.
I'm sure some are great at it, but at the end of the day, you are a test subject for a student who majors in hair, and you expected $150 haircut, but only paid $10, and you got a receipt. And they're kids. You could have told them like, "Yo, motherfucker, that's not how I want my hair. This is how I want it. Here's a picture. Here's me like 6 months ago. Here's me 6 weeks ago. This is what I want." Or you got the chart with the different heads, and you go, "This is the one I want."
I feel like I could come up with another analogy and or something like
it just doesn't. But
like
okay, let
me do this. Let me say this. What if like we've all been to like neighborhood pools, right? And you know that they have lifeguards there. But those lifeguards are like kids. Like this might be their first job. Like they're still learning how to do their job. Like if something bad happens to you at that pool, do you think you're in their right to go and complain to that pool for them not protecting?
You're not, because there's signs on there that say "at your own risk."
Aha! That's what your barber should have had. At your own risk.
That right.
Come in
they
here.
should have had that on the door.
Yes, and second of all, you're the lifeguard. Like that's that's his job, but two, it's like
it's their job to like protect, like watch after you. But if they
if you drown, if you accidentally drown, hold on.
You have accidentally start drowning and they're not paying attention.
Okay,
I think you're in your right to go and and seek some kind of repercussion for whatever they failed to do.
That's the whole plot of Friday the 13th.
Wait, what? There's a movie you watched?
The Jason movie.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but I mean, if you went to the pool, you paid whatever the fee is to get into the pool. Say it was $5 per person, right? You go in, you get a bunch of people in. You go in, you're having a good time. You get in the water, and all of a sudden, you slip and you can't swim, and the lifeguard comes out and he saves you, but he hits you in the elbow with his elbow on the way back to the border of the pool, and maybe you got some water in your nose. It takes them like 10 minutes to get you back. Hold on. So you think it's fair?
Do you think it's fair to say that person that slipped and hurt themselves, like you're an idiot? You should not do it. Like you should have never came here.
No.
Because it's like you're blaming the person that's getting injured or at the workplace.
No.
Like when you're it's your job to kind of help protect me. If you knew this whole place was slippery,
are you gonna come back and say I need my $10 back, my $5 back because I was rescued the wrong way. I got bruises from he hit me with his elbow in the face when he was picking me up. You're gonna come back to the city pool and bitch about it?
I come back for more. I sue for more money. Like you not doing your job to watch my kids. You're here to watch my kids and you're not watching them, and they rescued you. No, the lifeguard rescued you. You're still alive thanks to him. You're still alive. Just like for your barber, you still got a haircut.
No, they got a haircut.
It's not an equal analogy because
why?
Because the thing is, the person that works there is doing an unsatisfactory job. They can't rescue you. They have to fail rescuing you to match up to the barbershop analogy.
No. But the point is, they're both qualified people at their job. Like
no, they're not.
The saving point is still the bottom line. You got a haircut. That's the bottom line. Well, you can't bitch about the way he did it, and you paid $5.
We're on both sides. I think you can always bitch.
That's
at it.
petty.
Y'all think that,
I'm sorry, but that's petty.
You can always bitch. There's no situation you can't bitch.
Okay.
Feel like
if I'm okay, hold on. Let me take it one step further. If you get a girl pregnant and she goes and gets an abortion, she goes to get the abortion, but I don't know, like the bed was squeaky and the receptionist wasn't nice, and the she didn't have enough space to fill out her address on the form, and the bathroom was clogged and all that stuff. She still get the abortion. She walks away. You think she's gonna go back and go, I want my money back because you know what? I didn't like the way the bed felt, and my pussy still itches. It's not supposed to. That's what it says on the brochure that I got before I got here. I did my research. Your Yelp review says 5 stars. I'm about to give you 1. Are we gonna go through all that when at the end of the day the service was delivered to the best?
I always check the Yelp reviews of abortion clinics before I go there.
I feel like
always.
If she went there to get the abortion and it was not up to her standard, I feel like you can complain. You might think it's unethical. I think you still can. Yeah,
you still can't complain.
You still can complain, and you have your right to do so.
I can't take you nowhere.
It is our right, and Obi was a victim.
Right. Doesn't mean it's a good idea.
We shouldn't be victim shaming him. You know,
I'm not victim shaming. I'm trying to understand because it still doesn't add up for me. You have the right. You absolutely have the right.
I mean, I'm not saying that you should win, like you'll win, but you there's nothing stopping you. Like
no, of course,
right. You can always.
It's your right to own a gun. Doesn't mean it's a good idea to go shoot everybody. It's the same thing.
Attempt to kind of right or wrong.
No, it's not a right or wrong. I'm saying it's not a good idea. Okay. It's not a good idea. Okay, what face did they make when you walked back with your receipt? Hold on. What did it? How did they?
There's nothing. Because think about the victim has nothing else to lose. They already lost their money. Like there's nothing. They're like what? Keeping it to myself and not going back only hurts me. Like I rather have that. Give me the shot to kind of complain about this and see if I can kind of come out some way satisfied with this situation. Like
the damage is already done. But you know what? If getting that haircut was like a big critical moment for you, like that first dump in your apartment,
it was traumatizing. A whole day of people roasting me.
You were looking forward to it for 6 months. Like I'm gonna get them dreads, and
I grew my hair out. I grew my hair because
then,
you know why? You know why it was more damaging because for me to fix what she made, I had to cut my hair off. I had to just go and cut it all off because it was she fucked up. There's so much I couldn't wash that shit out. So that means all those weeks I spent of my hair itching and me trying to get it to a good length where I feel like it could get twisted.
I mean, come on, how big we're talking? How big we're talking?
You ruined it.
Like this, like you had a perm, like what's?
No, like but I'm saying like that was me going 2 months without cutting my hair, which is a long ass time for me to not cut my hair and grow it out or 2.5 months or 2 months. That's the time that
you froze, man. Here's what happens. $10. We didn't hear shit. You just froze. Did not. Oh. You froze. See, you're running out of arguments. Dang. $10 for a haircut. Ask for a refund.
Hey, if you're that girl that did my failed twisties in what year was this? In 2000 or 99? Fuck you. I hate you.
I'm sure you've changed her life.
Would you have been satisfied if you went there for the refund and instead of giving you your money back, they offered you another $10 haircut or
good question.
Twist? Would you be satisfied with that?
Did you take it?
Offer me to pay another $10.
Yes.
Oh my God, for
another student to experiment on your head.
No.
Or you think you would have learned the lesson and be like, maybe I shouldn't spend $10 on my dreads?
No, I already invested my money here. Y'all promised that y'all could do this hairstyle for that amount of money. I should have that hairstyle. Oh yeah,
they did promise that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they delivered that.
Yeah.
For $10.
That's it. I was like, no, I'm not.
Look it up. I'm not gonna. How much does it take to take dress? But I want to know, like, what did it tell you when you came back? What did it tell you when you came back? You walk in the barbershop with your receipt in hand, and your ID in the other.
Yeah, I found like.
And you said, what did you say? What did you say?
Manager, I was like, hey, I like. The girl that did my hair last night messed up my hair. This is not what I paid for. Can y'all either correct this or can you give me my money back? And they would not give me they're like, well, you have to call and get a schedule. I was like,
she wasn't there?
No, I don't think. Or yeah, she was there.
Did she recognize you?
Yeah.
With the hair?
She was
Yeah, I fucked up your hair for $10.
she just started talking to me like getting upset at me like, what are you talking about?
Jackass.
Like I she thought she did a good job. I was like,
Of
no,
course she
look at
did.
my hair. This is
You made
horrible.
$10. She made $10
And then I
that
was
day.
like, can I have
As
my money
opposed to
back?
nothing.
And then the manager was like, she wouldn't give me my money back. She's like, we don't do refunds for. And I was like, and I just walked out upset.
And then they took his
I
picture, put him on the wall.
Smashed some shit. I should have.
This is the guy I've been telling y'all about. He wants refunds for his haircuts. Never heard of him.
Do not
This is the
admit.
dude. Do not. Okay, this is it's gonna go viral. All the barbershops will know if Obi comes in. This man wants a refund for a $10 haircut.
I wish it was a guy that did it, because then I would have been able to like punch him or something. But
I thought you would let it go because it was a girl in the first place. If it was a guy, that'd be different. But if it's a girl, it was like
it was a
hot.
girl. Yeah, it was
hot?
No.
Oh, that's why.
So that was the problem.
That's why.
No, it's not.
You would've
Even
loved
if
it
it
if she was hot.
was
If she gave you a head massage at the same time and all that stuff, and she's like, "Ah, my name's Ashley. I'm new here, but I want to make black people hair."
Explain anything.
Yeah,
She wasn't even one of these. She wasn't even one of these hairstylists. She's not even one of those hairstylists that like kind of conversate with you while she's doing your hair. No, it was just this is like a dead silent, horrible hair.
It's an exam. You were a lab rat at an exam for a kid who's learning how to cut hair for black people. Is she white or black?
She was white.
She was white. Ashley is trying to do dreads on your head. You froze again, Obi. Wait, so she was white or black?
Black.
Oh, okay, good.
I thought she was. I was like, I chose her on purpose because I was like, okay, I think this girl knows what she's doing. She's gonna get this right.
You missed the memo about that being a school.
Yeah.
He thought he was walking into a beauty salon. Like, no.
What the fuck she was
Our
doing.
desks are right there. The blackboard's right there.
Mm-mm.
And next week I'm doing a presentation on.
I was like, why you didn't practice this hairstyle on one of your mannequin heads?
What if she failed? She failed her prior exam, and now she just like, all right.
Well, but they don't disclose that to each customer. They don't say, hey, I'm a C student at this college right now.
Exactly.
That's not how real life works. They don't tell you what their grades are. You just know that this is the person that's assigned to me, and this is who.
Did you research this? Like, how did you find out about the cheapest barbershop?
Because my sister and mom used to go there to get their hair done.
How much are they paying? Are they paying $10?
No, they're paying more money to get braids and stuff like that.
What? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying at the same exact place I went. They're not going to somewhere.
No, I know. If they're paying that much, for their braids and they're charging you $10 for your dreads, you don't think something's off here?
No. What are you talking? What is that? That doesn't make any sense. We went to the exact same place.
Okay, I'm saying that you said that it costs a lot of money for them to do their braids. Yes or no?
Because of this, we didn't buy the same thing. They bought something that's more expensive.
Yeah,
I got a dish that was supposed to be way easier to do. That was way cheaper.
But it's just, I mean, it's similar.
We're not getting the same product. That's like,
I know you're not, but I'm talking about overall. If I show you a menu of this is what we offer. Okay, this is what we offer. We have this thing over here that's like $150. This other thing is $500. This thing over here is $50. This one, and at the very, very bottom, there's the dessert on the menu, and it's just $10 dreads, and you chose that.
But that's not the same. Like, cause it doesn't matter it doesn't matter which student I went to. I'm just talking about the shop. I'm just talking about the shop in terms of their price range for different services. If you're a high-end shop, the bar is up here. If you're like, no, I don't believe that. Just because the people mark up the price doesn't really guarantee their quality.
Exactly. Well. There's a trust. There's the easier.
I think there's just like this. I think it's more like a marketing tactic to kind of make it seem that way. But people do this all the time. People buy like 1,000 pair of dollar jeans, people buy $100 vodka or they'll get a $20 vodka, and they can't even taste the difference. One just marks their thing up way more, and you think it's better, but it's still the exact same kind of quality. Or the same thing with generic drugs. You have the name brand drugs, and then you have the generic version, but they're the exact same quality. That's the same thing with the hairstyling thing. It's just like, even if I went to a professional one and they march theirs up like 20 times more expensive, they're still making the same exact product. It's just
yes.
Well,
But
to that, I gotta say, there's a few things in life that you can't cheap out on. You know, it's like shoes, because you're wearing those every day. If you get some cheap pair of shoes, you know, your feet are gonna hurt. Or a bed, you're sleeping on that every night, so you want to get a quality bed. I think the same thing applies to cosmetology. You know, if it's gonna be on you, so you probably
yes, that's
don't
the
want to
thing.
go as cheap.
yeah, I guess
On
I learned that lesson. Really
if it's
bad.
something on your body,
I just felt like
you got to put in the value. You got to put in
I
the
guess
money.
maybe because I think I didn't. To me, maybe I just don't understand hair that well. To me, I think there's only so much you can do with somebody's hair, like. And
Now,
this
white
is
people
this
are
is
pretty
like such a
creative.
basic. If this is like one of
That's not true.
your kind
We've
of
seen
No, you can do it.
Coolio.
Yeah, that's true.
But for black guys' hair, there's not like a whole menu of things you could do.
Yes, there is.
To
Depends how
black
freaky
guys.
you want to get. There's people who got hair that look like hats.
Well, that was my knowledge of it. I thought there's only like what,
I mean, you see the
five
chart.
hairstyles you can give a
No.
black guy or something. This should be one of the things you master. Like,
You see the chart when you go to a barbershop. It's like a grid, like 10
yeah,
by 12 or whatever. And then it shows, okay, this one has the little like cut on the side, and this one is faded, this one is tapered, and this is all different kinds of stuff.
yeah,
that you
because
could do.
because I go in there and like I it's like I order something that is a standard kind of hairstyle. This is not like, oh, I want to try something brand new. Like, can you cut half the side of my head and then do this
I want
whole
a
thing?
reverse mohawk.
I'm not customizing a new like hairstyle. This is like one of your standard things that you do week in, week out. You should by now know how to like do this. Like, how many other customers before me did you fuck this up with? And then how many after me are you gonna keep fucking this up with?
The worst you could have done is write a bad Yelp review.
I think that's what you should have done.
Yeah, and but expect a refund for a $10 haircut. It's just
I
ridiculous.
tried.
Yeah, you tried, and you tried, and they said, "The fuck are you talking about?"
I hope I embarrass her in front of all her other coworkers.
What's the
like this guy
lowest?
wanted to.
What's the? Did you go to a dollar store and return shit?
No.
It's the same thing. It's the
No,
exact same
but
scenario.
I've been satisfied with everything
And
I've
it has
got from the
nothing to do with
dollar
your
store. I've gotten satisfied from everything I've purchased over there. That's the difference.
It's still a dollar store. You expect product, quality product.
Yeah,
In
but I'm satisfied. This is like you have to. They put it in the situation. Where have you not? Where have you been dissatisfied and you've refused to go back and ask for your money back?
No. I can just not go back and be done and move on. That to me, depending on what it is. Like if I buy $2,000 TV and then shit doesn't work, then yes, I'm going to return it.
So let's put it.
Here,
I'll give you an example. So you're getting a new logo done, right?
Yeah.
If you get this logo back and it's whack, are you not gonna go and tell them to redo it or get your money back? If it comes back and you just hate the way you're just gonna walk on with your rest of your life and just like, you know what? Let me find somebody else.
It
but
depends.
you're gonna go back and try to like find a resolve to the solution.
I make sure
you're not just gonna walk away.
Now hold on. Yeah, I made sure that while I was doing it, I was part of the conversation and I was able to give feedback and be like, no, I don't want it like this. I don't like this. Change this color, blah, 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 blah. Or if the rules are set ahead of time. See, that's the thing. If they set the rule ahead of time and said, yeah, we don't do refunds here, and you knew that, and it was agreed, and you walked in and you still try to get your $10 back 2 days later, then yeah, that's still on you.
I don't know. I think if you get a janky logo, even though you're part of the whole, you're gonna try to go.
I can just honestly, to me, it takes more energy to, depending on what it is. Again, depends on what it is.
Let's put the logo. Let's put that.
Okay, a logo.
you're gonna
You can get a good logo.
you're not gonna walk away from that.
Okay, if I'm getting a logo and I'm getting it for somebody who charges me $500 for the logo versus someone who charges me $20, and I go to the $20 logo designer and I said, yeah, just make me a logo, and the guy goes, all right, I'll make you a logo, and he just writes it on a piece of paper, and then just draws it and then hands it to me. He goes, all right, just take a picture of that. That's your logo, and I'm like, yeah, it's $20 for a logo.
Yeah,
Am I gonna ask for my money back? You're like, no, fuck you.
I think you're still, even if they pay $20 for it, you're still gonna try to like, can you fix? You're gonna make some kind of request.
I'm really not that guy. I'm really not that guy because at the end of the day, I think that there is time and investment in the effort, and that's worth something. And you can totally decide if you go to a restaurant and have a bad experience, you can just go somewhere else. If you watch a show you don't like, then you go watch another show. If there's a song you don't like or an artist you don't like, then don't listen. Nobody's forcing you.
Yeah, most of the time when I'm I don't really bring it up because I don't care about it that much. I don't have that much investment. But this
$10 haircut, man.
But this particular, no, because you're looking at just I didn't make the decision just based off of price. Like
you said you went cheap. You wanted cheap.
Well, no, the reason the reason I wasn't just upset is because I didn't look at the $10 like I spent like a world of money. I looked at it because I spent 2 months preparing for this hairstyle, like growing my hair out, and then finally I got to the day where I could grow it, and I was unsatisfied with the result of it. That's why I went through the whole energy of trying to get it resolved. Either I sit back down and you try to fix this, or give me my money back. And they didn't want to sit. They didn't want to like sit me back down like that day to fix my hair. So I was like, okay, fine, fuck it, give me my money back. And then they said no, and then I was just pissed.
But are you surprised they said no?
I was when it happened.
That's the way I don't
because customers always right.
Okay, if you start,
they didn't try. They didn't go and
she
really
did her
try
best.
to like
for $10. She did her best.
It's not
as
my
a
fault
sophomore at a hair school. She did her best. You didn't like it. You got made fun of. You got roasted about it. So you felt shitty. And you're like, how the hell could I spend $10 on this haircut? And so now I'm mad.
Lucky.
I'm gonna spend the gas money.
A crazy
I'm
guy
on a Tuesday afternoon and skip work.
Because a really crazy guy would have
parked my car. I'm gonna pay $20 for parking. I'm gonna pay $20 for parking just to get in that building, and then walk in and go, this is the last time I'm coming over here. Here's my receipt. Give me the $10 back. And he looked at you like, nigga, what? You want a haircut? You want a receipt for what?
Well, that is, I guess, that's the final verdict. And then, I guess, whatever.
Am I wrong here, Carlin? You don't have to agree or anything.
I mean, I think you guys are both bringing up solid points, but the whole scape of the situation, I don't know if it's normal for any barber salon to give a refund.
Exactly.
Just like with it being
not a
bad
retail
service.
store.
Right. I don't know if that's.
You think they go under the umbrella of there's no, like we don't do refunds for this type of
They
work?
would not. Especially it's on your body.
I think they should have offered to fix it. I think that the customer service was abysmal. And
I feel like I've heard stories where some people got a refund for their hairstyles that they didn't like.
Where?
Like
but they probably paid a lot of money.
Girls, yeah.
But they paid a whole lot more than you did.
That's not so. That's the point. You're just the value of money that determines if you get a refund or not. No, you either do a refund or you don't do a refund. Like, and it doesn't matter if it's like $500 or $20. Like you're either a business that does a refund. Like,
if your mom went back, if they fucked up your mom's braids and your sister's braids, and she came back and she asked a refund, you think they give it to her?
Yeah.
You really think they would?
They might have just not liked Obi, honestly.
I think so, yeah.
They might just not like Obi?
Yeah.
because my mom and my sister are routine customers. They come in like every time they get their hair.
Apparently the hookup doesn't work through the family. Because they just shut you down. You said, but my mom comes here and she get the refund. Nope, $10, man. You wasted $10 plus, man. Plus time, plus gas.
I should have kicked her in her pussy or something. I don't know.
Really?
Something. I took the I feel like I took the high road when they shut me down from the refund. I just walked. I didn't say shit.
What did you say when you walked? What did you say when they said it? What did you say?
Nothing. I just turned around and walked out, and they knew I was
upset. And you were pissed off?
Yeah, I was just upset.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This is when I was in high school.
There was no yell.
You probably made a scene. Knock down the sign.
I made it at the beginning when I went out there. They're like, "Wait, what are you here for?" I was like, "Hey, well, so and so. I came here last night, or no, 2 days ago, and that salon person over there messed up my hair, and this is what I can't fix this. This is not what I paid for." And I showed them the concrete mess that was on my head.
Did she ever see it?
And then both the manager and then that salon person, they went and they took me to the mirror and they both looked at it and they're like, "Yeah, why?" In the mic. And they admitted that it was not good. They're like,
"Yeah, they're not gonna give you a refund." Of course, they can say, "Oh, well, yeah, we really fucked this one up."
Yeah, and then they're like,
"Sorry, no refund."
So okay, so we all agreed that this. I was like, so we all agreed this hairstyle is not good. And then, but their way of resolving is like, okay, we can put you on our schedule to come back? And I was like, no, because my hair looks like this. I'm not gonna go out of this place and walk for another week with this nonsense on my head. Like you do this right now.
So they did offer to reservice you.
But days later, or whenever I had to get back on their schedule, like. I was like,
hold on. When they were trying to fix it. They're generally trying to fix it.
But then at that point, I was just like, give me my money back, since I can't take that option because I can't wait like all these days because y'all don't have
roasted. If you hadn't been roasted, I think you would have kept it.
No.
Yes, you would have kept it. If you hadn't been roasted for 2 days straight. And it was still blue in the shower.
That's just horrible customer service when you're like, okay, we can put you. I'm not available on that day. Give me my
100.
refund. You don't want to give me my refund. I'm just like, y'all are shitty ass people.
What kind of jokes did you get?
I don't know. I blocked it out.
Exactly.
Just
this is the first sign of trauma. This is the first, you blocked it out. Years later, and we're talking about when you were in high school. So to this day, when in 2020, you're in high school in what, in the 90s?
Yeah.
Right? So 20 plus years later, you still don't want to deal with it. You blocked it out. And so and to this day,
I know. I know.
You know.
And Carla knows that this girl fucked up. Y'all don't want to admit that this girl fucked up.
No, I didn't say she did not. Did I say she did not?
I'm always gonna take this to the grave. I don't think anything that could have made it better. Honestly.
She could.
I don't think she
used half a jar of gel and then blow dried it to make my hair concrete.
Oh man! And you know what? So, if Yelp was around back then they would have done something.
There was no.
But now there was no Yelp.
That doesn't exist.
I wonder what the lowest thing he's ever returned is.
I mean, I understand that though, because I'm similar in that way. The other day I ordered some Asian food and I got some crab rangoons, and with the whole meal was good. I go there a lot, and but with the crab rangoons they gave me a side of ketchup. The sauce, it was a red sauce in the container.
This is
kind of thick. Yeah, to dip the crab rangoons in. I was like, this is kind of thick. Maybe it's just a different kind of sauce. I've never had their rangoons before. So I smell it a little bit. I was like, it kind of smells like ketchup. I dip it. It was ketchup. And I called them back the next day, and I was super upset.
Wait,
I mean, it ruined the whole meal for me. I called them back the next day, and I was just super upset. It ruined the whole meal for me.
No, come on.
And they refused to believe me. I told them it was ketchup, and they're like, "Sir, are you sure it was ketchup? I don't think we actually give out ketchup like that." I was like, "Dude, I know what ketchup tastes like. It wasn't like a sweet chili Thai sauce that you
call back the next
typically
day
would get with it." Yes.
Okay.
I called back. They didn't give me any refund.
Oh,
they weren't even apologetic.
And
they weren't even apologetic. To make matters worse, they said I ordered again because I like the place. They have good sushi. I ordered again.
Going back?
See,
because I'm a creature of habit. I couldn't help myself.
Then break
I'm with
the
you. Okay,
habit.
Carlin, I'm with you. I'm with you, Carlin.
I ordered
I
it
think if
again,
you're not satisfied, you go and you fuck them up and like, yo, give me my money back.
But no, he came back.
I came back and
He came back.
they had the audacity to
You
box.
froze. Now you're froze. You're getting the Obies.
I was saying they had the audacity to write on the box, definitely not ketchup. So on top of not being apologetic or giving me a refund, they were being petty.
No.
And I still go there.
No. Well, props for you for still going over there and still now that's where the bar is. But let me put this in context a little bit. So you order crab rangoon to give you ketchup. You didn't ask for ketchup. Ketchup was on the menu. You taste it, it tastes like ketchup. It's on the side. You don't have to use it. You don't have to eat it.
That's part of the meal. That's part of the meal. It's rangoons with some dipping sauce. You don't get a crab rangoon without the sauce. That's
no, but
like
I mean, when you find out it was ketchup, you didn't say shit.
Well, the next day, I got it delivered. I wasn't there in the restaurant. I got it delivered to me, so there wasn't much that I could do, like right away.
Okay, so you got the food delivered, and it was ketchup, and it wasn't like whatever the sauce is supposed to be. Is that it?
Right, because they sent me the right sauce the next time. It was definitely ketchup, and the guy was like refusing to believe that they sent me ketchup. And that just goes to what Obi was saying. How much was the customer is always right. I mean, I got like a $10? Sushi roll. No, I got sushi roll and the rangoon, so it was like $16. And then with the delivery cost and the tax and everything, it was probably like $100.
Just crab rangoons or some more shit.
And some sushi.
Okay, I can see that. See, that's reasonable pricing. Crab rangoons by itself is like $2.79.
No, they're like $6, but still. Yeah.
But see, the value in the crab, if you get crab rangoons for $6, that's about right.
Not having ketchup, that was not right.
Okay, so you knock him down for giving you ketchup instead of whatever sauce is supposed to go with it, right? I just don't understand. Yeah. Like right then and there, when you tasted it, you could have called and said, "Hey, you guys fucked up. I asked for I want the sauce, and this is ketchup." The fact that you wait and then have the audacity
whatever back
to ask for your money back for food you ate.
Back is like he's trying to come up like he's Mother Teresa, never complains.
I don't like. No, see, when it comes to, it's not that I don't complain. I read a book called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck over the summer. Not over the summer, like earlier in the spring.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And
this book.
it really puts, what I learned from that is certain things you just like, so what? So what? But when you start spending your energy on things that don't really affect you, like really, it's like, okay, you had ketchup, so whoop-de-doo. If you have some leftover or some other thing, dip into something else. And the next time, make sure they get the right thing. Or, hey, I spent $10 on this haircut, and I expect a refund, and yet.
Yeah, but can we? But in that same like tone, you can admit that even though some things that you may consider are not that important can mean like the world to somebody else, right? Like things are not equal. People don't. Everybody's values on particular things. It could be like a physical thing or unphysical thing. Like some people put a lot of priority on certain things. Like
I understand that, but I think there's still an idea or notion of this is what we consider value. This is what we consider. Yes, some people have different perspectives on it, and that's their right. But if you're going to buy a wedding ring and you're only spending $100, only $50 on it, then that's what you're getting. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna, when you know that a diamond ring costs thousands. So Yeah, it's important. It's actually, one of the best thing you can do, and it's a symbol. It's all these great things. So everybody has the same. This is where this thing sits, in the objective value system. This is where this sits. You have thousands, like $5,000 ring, and then you have 150. Anyway, I'll stop ranting.
Yeah, but with that being said, if you paid 150 for that ring and maybe like the first day you put it on, the gem in it or whatever just broke off or the ring broke. Just because it was a cheaper ring doesn't mean that you didn't pay for expecting it to be fully functional. Just like Obi went paying the $10, still expecting a decent haircut. He didn't go spend $10 and knowing it was going to be an amateur haircut. They put the $10 value on the haircut. They did that.
Yeah, but that's what's queer, that he didn't know that. You get what you pay for. That comes from somewhere.
Yeah,
you get what you pay for. Objectively, it could mean the world to you. It could mean the world to you, but objectively, you get what you pay for. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's almost false advertising.
Well, but that's on them. But it's on you for going and do that, especially if it's on your body. If it's like a thing you can return, like an object, that I get, I get that. But if it's like, look, you're actually changing my body right now, and I'm gonna have to live with this, and so I get it for $10. I go home, and then all my friends clown me about it for 2 days. I feel shitty about myself. I feel shitty about this haircut I just got, and I go back to get a refund. No. You get it fixed, and then you move on with your life. Sorry. All right, I'm done. This has been fascinating.
All right, you guys.
Fascinating. All right.
I will holler at y'all later.